Is there anything more unnecessary than a review of a titanium pot? I think not. There's nothing I'm going to tell you that you can't find easily enough on the product page over at Toaks. But we're going to forge ahead and take a look at my Toaks 1100 milliliter titanium pot. Comes in an orange stuff sack. The orange stuff sack has a little sleeve here for a spoon. This version has fold-out pot handles and a removable bail. The bail's got a little bend in it so it'll hang nice. Do I ever intend to hang this over a fire? Not really. I'm not a bushcrafter, as I've said in other videos, but you never know. And since I did get this to go over a solo stove and it's going to be a sooted up fire pot, I figured I might as well get the bail. Now, I will say that they make a 750 milliliter pot, which is based on a design from, I believe, the Civil War, where the bail, instead of being perpendicular to the handles, is parallel with the handles, and they call that, I think, a mucket. So it's like a cross between a mug and a bucket, and that's, you know, drinkable because, you know, your mouth would go right here and the handles are right here, right? You don't have the bail in the way. But, you know, if you were really pressed, you could fold that down and obviously find a way to drink out of that if you needed to. I don't know if you can see them, but every 2/10 of a liter, there's little hash marks inside the pot. Probably maybe see them a little better here on the outside. And that's really it as far as the features go. I've used this about 8 or 9 times on my solo stove. It works great as you would expect. No problems. The handles are covered with a heat-resistant material that I think I was a little suspicious about, but it seems like it's holding up fine to any kind of flames that look up the side of the pot. And that's really all there is to it. When this thing was brand new, I instantly realized there was an issue with the lid, and I'm going to run some footage of the problem, and I think it's the only downside to the pot. This one came directly from Toaks. I paid for it with my own money. It was on sale for like, I don't know, 47, 48 bucks. Normally I think they're 55, 56 bucks, something like that. Pretty reasonably priced. Interesting to note that this is an Imusa 12 centimeter. It's basically the same exact size. This is just a whisker taller. So if you're into one of these but want a titanium pot for any reason, this is an excellent option. The aluminum pot is a little bit less weight than the titanium mug. In real life, it's not going to make that much of a difference. And yeah, I know they say ounces add up to pounds and pounds lead to pain, but let's be honest, a couple tenths, that's not going to make a difference. Okay, so before I get to my problems with the lid, just want to say that solo stove drops right in, nests perfectly, very little rattle, anything like that. 8-ounce fuel canister, drops right in. Unless you have one of those new really microscopic stoves that I've seen online, which might fit in here, you're not going to be able to fit in a pocket rocket or anything and get the lid on, right? But the fuel canister, no problem. You can always put like your cleaning supplies or whatever in here too. So all in all, really happy with the Toaks 1100. It's been working out great. And again, I just have a little bit of an issue with the lid, which we're going to roll that footage right now. This is my new Toaks 1100 millimeter pot. Titanium, of course. Has the bail, fold out handles. Alright. Never been used, just came out of the box. This is the lid for it. Now, hold the pot steady. Doesn't really fit on there too well. That'd be my only gripe with this. I normally really like Toaks stuff. You can kind of see it's open there, down tight there. Doesn't seem like it's a good fit. Now, I moose a 12 centimeter mug. Mini Bull design lid, right? Fits perfect, okay? By the way, they're very close in size. Happens to fit perfect on this as well, which I may end up using this one. I'm gonna give this one a try, we'll see how it works, but if I have issues. This is a batch stove 12 centimeter pot. It's part of my dry bake setup. Whoops. This lid from batch isn't as nice as the Mini Bull one, but stays on there fine, right? If you take a look at this, this is just basically a disc with a little rib, and then it overhangs the pot, right? Here's the Toaks 450 mug. Had it for 4 or 5 years. The lid I just got maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, because they didn't used to make lids for it. But now, why is that? Because it's basically like the Mini Bull one. So yeah, I think the lid, a little bit of a miss on this thing, doesn't quite fit right. But we'll see how it works out in the field. I got this to basically use for fire. That's why I got the one with the bail. They make them without the bail as well. But we'll talk about it at some point in the future. Toaks, if you guys ever watch this video, don't overthink the lids. Just make them simple, like the Mini Bull design one, or like the one you have for the 450 milliliter mug. That's lid perfection. Alright guys, girls, that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching.